What's up, YouTube? So, Final Fantasy XV War of Eos. You guys know I'm not good at Roman numerals. I don't care. But we have a Final Fantasy game here. Now, right off rip, it's got 100k downloads already. It has a 3.0 star review. We're still going to try it out. But I'm assuming, I'm not going to read everyone's comments and let it kind of poison the well for me. I'm assuming the game's going to be all right, okay? And people are probably really just going to bitch about whatever gacha system or whatever's in it. I don't know. Let's find out. Let's get up in this Mafk. Okay, it's pretty decent so far. The art is all I can really judge so far. All right. So let's see if we can make anything happen in here. We're preparing for combat already, it says. Okay. So if any of you played this title yet, leave me a comment. Let me know what you thought about this. But I decided, you know what, I'm going to want to try it out for myself. Now, this is a Square Enix title. So, long time ago I was playing Brave Exvius and I was like, it's going to take a lot to bring me back to the Square Enix game, but all this looks pretty damn good. Like, if you're into this...
The Empire of Niflheim raises the continent, hell-bent on the destruction of any who might oppose them.
Like, all this looks pretty good.
The remnants of the Crown's Guard stand ready to defend the people. But they need their king. They need you. Only you can dispel the darkness. Only you can save our
also,
star.
I did watch the movie for this game. You know, the movie about the whole... I think it's a prequel to the actual game. You know, where it shows Noctis's dad and all that stuff.
Time to clear up.
Okay. So I at least have a button to tap right off rip. I can do something.
What are you doing here?
Noctis!
You won't be much help if they kill you.
Well, you too, Noctis. I mean, you look pretty damn outnumbered, getting your ass kicked yourself.
Look out!
Okay, so this thing.
God of the earth, I beseech you.
Giga's Wraith.
Help me defend
Giga's Wrath.
King.
We just got some giant from somewhere throwing a rock. Okay.
What was that?
I can explain, but we should return to the out.
What do you mean you can explain? No, you just need to do that a few more times and we're going to win the war. Like, what's there to explain? Get that giant back over here, throw a bunch of rocks, damn it.
Titan, like most Astrals, does not appreciate being disturbed.
Are you telling me one of the gods did this?
Okay, so we can't disturb him or that will piss him off. Okay, that kind of explains why we couldn't just use Titan to conquer everything. Okay, alright.
I was beginning to wonder when you lovebirds would arrive.
Ignis.
You made it. Where are Prompto and Gladio?
They died already.
Gladiolus is off searching for survivors.
We all know that's not the case. These are main characters that we're familiar with.
Get back here!
So I guess my question is, am I actually going to be able to play? Or am I just kind of watching a digital story unfold? Which, I mean, okay, cool. Depends on the story. If the story's good, it'll at least be worth a look. But what I want to know is there an actual game to play here?
This seems as good a place as any.
I mean, with a 3-star rating, there's not that much hope, but let's find out.
find some food. No one likes to fight on an empty stomach.
Our crown prince, least of all.
Oh, don't tell me.
Excellent.
Let's clear some of these obstacles.
My goodness,
See
what was
we can
that game that I
uncover
just
when we
sampled like yesterday on the channel where it's almost like set up the same way. You're gathering resources. It's got a Command and Conquer vibe to it. Don't tell me they just re-sleeved that with a Final Fantasy skin, and it's pretty much the same thing. Let's see.
A new farm would allow us to grow more food.
Let's do it.
Oh, because I have to say,
This is a fine start.
I have to
Plenty
say,
more to be done.
the other game that I was playing, I mean, tell you right now, combat already kind of looks similar, right? Your character has one button you can press, and he does some sort of specialized attack type thing.
Hey, check it out.
I doubt it's been open since the grid.
Only one way to...
Keep your wits about you.
Okay,
This
let's
was a
open the
war zone
vault.
Not long ago.
Go fight to open up a weapons vault. See how combat actually goes. We have 3 of them. They're just going to auto attack. I can't make anyone go anywhere. Pretty much I'm waiting for a mana. There we go. This dude's charged up, so he gets to kind of use a special. I don't see any way to dodge anything. I don't really see any way to interact other than when these gauges are filled up, I get to press a button. So I don't see much actual strategy in the combat. You might be able to call this a strategy because of the Command and Conquer aspect of it. Now
I
maybe,
thought you'd never finish killing
maybe
those
just maybe,
monsters.
combat will, maybe there'll be some features unlocked or something, but
Much blood.
I suspect that is more your fault than mine, brother.
I mean, if we're just looking at like an auto battle system where once in a while a character's icon will glow and I tap that, I'm sure it'll have an auto button too. Like if that's all there really is to it, I'm sorry, but
Against a child
I'm gonna go right back to Last Claudia where I can teach
things.
heroes different abilities and then actually use those.
I won't stand by as you Lucians lead yet another family member to her death. And that's that.
Okay, well they managed to get the music right. Okay, we already completed that. Kind of hoping we get some weapons or something that affects our combat. Build a farm. Do. We need resources to secure. So yeah, okay. So how do I build a farm? Can't do that yet. Probably gonna have to make a quarry first. Make a quarry, build the farm. So this kind of bothers me, calling this a strategy just because we have kind of just like this Command and Conquer look to it. Because as far as the actual combat goes, I'm sorry, but I can't really say that there's any strategy in the actual combat, right? We're pretty much just watching them fight. Little disappointing. I can kind of see why this has a 3-star rating. I mean, I'll give it credit where it's due. It does look pretty good. What do I need to do to build a damn farm? Did I already build too much stuff? Okay. Well, I'm really not into this type of thing. What do we have here? Yeah, I can tell you guys right now that this is not my cup of tea. If I'm going to play a game like this, I'm gonna actually go play Command and Conquer or something like that. Now, don't get me wrong. If a game like this actually had an intricate combat system where I could do more than just watch Noctis do basic attacks and then once every 20 seconds tap on Noctis to do some kind of special real quick, or just leave it on auto and they're going to automatically do it as soon as they charge up. That's kind of where these games that are structured like this, that's kind of where they get me. I want to actually play. I want to actually interact. I want to get a hit count going. I want to get some combos going. I want to time some attacks together, right? Brave Exvius at least had a chain and finisher system where you're playing around with the timing, and you're getting two of your heroes to attack at the same time so they can build up a chain, and then you're timing your other character's attack to be the finisher right at the very end of that chain to do crazy monster damage. And that's cool, but when the heroes are just auto fighting and there's not really anything to do like that, there's really no way to interact with the combat, which is kind of what I'm seeing here already. Then yeah, I can kind of see why this has a 3-star rating. Man, I hope they didn't sink a ton of money into this, into making this, because, and I don't think they did, because again, I just played another game like this, and this is literally the same damn game, except just without dragons, and it's just reskinned into having a Final Fantasy theme. So that's what I'm going to say about it. Let me know what you guys thought. Now, if I've completely missed a bunch of stuff, let me know, and maybe I'll give this game another shot. But as far as I'm concerned right now, this is getting a big fat uninstall. But again, like I said, I'll be more than happy to revisit this title if there's actually really more to it, and I mean specifically in the actual combat of the game. Somebody that's really into this title, let me know if there's a lot more to it as far as the combat system goes, because that's just going to be a deal breaker for me right now. So I'm going to go ahead and uninstall this one, and we'll try the next one that drops. Hopefully they have a combat system that's a little bit more thought out. Now, hey, if you are a huge fan of this Final Fantasy in particular, and you just want to go through this story and play through this as just a digital picture book, maybe you can pick up some Easter eggs or some clever persnickety things that pertain to this particular Final Fantasy. If you're a huge fan of Noctis, you might be able to pick up some little Easter eggs along the way in a title like this. But you know what? I'm not that committed specifically to this title. So that's going to be that. Leave me a comment. Let me know what you think. But I can see now why this has a 3-star rating. Later, everybody, and I'll see you on the next one.